Warning: the following show contains strong language as well as heavily opinionated thoughts. If you're easily offended or cannot handle the opinions of others, you should close this video now. Hello? Welcome everybody to another episode of That Video Game Show. I'm Nicky Vancho, and today I'm flying solo, so Kenny Gamache won't be joining me today. And we're going to be taking a look at Banjo Kazooie. It's another Nintendo 64 game for our Nintendo 64 month. Although we're not technically playing it on the N64, we're playing the XBLA version of it. Although there are some things that have changed, but not a whole lot. So if you're watching this, it's kind of like watching the Nintendo 64 one. Yeah, just, you gotta love this little intro thing. But we're gonna get into this. We recorded this before, well, I recorded this before, and as you can see, I finished the game. Last time I did a little test play, it took me about 27 minutes, so we're gonna start a new game right here. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna let these play out. I mean, the story to this game, it's not too complex. There's a witch that captures Banjo's sister, and you gotta go save her. I never really liked Banjo Kazooie when I was younger, but Kenny Gamache, he was like, it's a really good game, you should play it. So I bought the Nintendo 64 version, but after that I decided, well, I didn't actually know if they released it on the Xbox, so I bought it for the Xbox then too because I wanted to capture it in a higher resolution so it's not all like blurry and stuff for you guys to watch. But yeah, so at the time of recording this, I've beaten the game, collected all the little pieces and everything like that, so I really like the game now. It's pretty awesome. So this game, it was developed by Rare, but the Xbox Live version was developed by 4J Studios. And at the time, it was published by Nintendo, but now it's published by Microsoft Games after Microsoft bought Rare and pretty much did absolutely nothing with them. I'm not really sure. I think I'm gonna... I want to collect the extra health pieces, but for the sake of time, I think I'm just gonna skip it. But you run around like these little boulders over there, like you break them, you get little honeycomb pieces, and they extend your life bar. But I don't think I'm gonna need it. That's one thing that's good about this game is I can play it and I can talk pretty much the entire time I play it because it's not a hard game, but I really like collecting things in video games, so that's what really appealed to me in this one. Because Conquer, you really didn't collect anything, whereas like Banjo Kazooie, there's so many things to collect in this game. So this game, I remember it was released June 29th, 1998. Another cutscene. Luckily, unlike Conquer, you can skip all these cutscenes. You just push select, and then I think it's select or start. It's one of those buttons. I just mashed them all. So we go up here and we get our first little puzzle piece. Yeah. So, yeah, unlike Conquer, you couldn't skip any of the cutscenes in Conquer, but in this one they decided you can. I don't understand why they didn't let you skip the cutscenes in Conquer, because it's like, if you've played the game once before, why would you ever want to watch them again? These little puzzle piece things, they remind me of Super Mario 64, only you don't jump into them, it just kind of unlocks the door. I really don't understand what the fascination with jumping into pictures was in the 90s. Even though you don't jump into it, but it's still like, it's a picture theme again. You think they could have came up with a different idea for an overworld, but whatever. I'm not gonna bash the game. So the Xbox Live version of this came out December 3rd, 2008. I'll play a little bit of this world, and then I'll go into the another world so you guys can see pretty much the basics of the game. Because once I play enough, you guys, it's pretty much all you do for like I think 7 worlds or something like that. So yeah, these guys you gotta collect 5 of them, all different colors. They're scattered throughout all the different worlds. It's just another collecting thing. But the difference between the Xbox version and the Nintendo 64 version, it's very minuscule. It's the fact that, like, in the N64 version, if you died, you'd have to recollect all the little note pieces that you collect, and you'd have to collect all those little guys that I'm picking up over again. Which, in the beginning, it's not a big deal, but later on, the levels get harder, and you die more frequently. So, I could kind of see why they made it easier. So, an interesting thing, Kazooie, some people don't realize that she's actually a girl. Like, Kenny didn't. He was like, I didn't think she was a girl. Yeah, Kazooie's a girl, and if you ever was wondering that, but I guess it's not really mentioned a whole lot. I might be in the text or something. Yeah, an interesting thing is Banjo Kazooie was supposed to release on the Super Nintendo, and it didn't actually have Banjo the Bear. It was like some kid or something, and due to the fact that the Nintendo 64 was coming out, they kind of just scrapped the idea and they held it for the Nintendo 64, which I'm kind of glad. I don't think I would have. It just would have been in a side scroller on the Super Nintendo. I don't think it would have been that good. I guess I'll go into why we decided to do the Xbox version instead of record it off the Nintendo 64. It's mostly due for the resolution, because you can record this at 1080, and as you can see, like, they cleaned up the image better. It's not like high definition by today's standards at all, and there's not super awesome textures, but it's still, when you guys look at the screen, it's not really fuzzy like it would be as if I would have had to upscale it. So that's why we just decided to do the Xbox Live version of it. Alright, hold on. I'm going to try to go up here. Let's see if we can get this little switch thing. Wow. Fail. That was horrible. Yeah, so, Banjo. I'm not sure what Kazooie's doing with those pieces. I don't know if she eats them and then she like regurgitates them or something. I don't know what she does, but she eats. I would assume she just takes it from him and puts it in the backpack, but it really does look like she eats it. But yeah, those notes that I'm collecting, if you would have died before, you'd have to collect them all over again, whereas the Xbox One, it saves it. Now, this kind of runs into a problem, because after you beat the game, you can go back to Banjo's house and you do like this little puzzle minigame thing. But apparently when you do this, it takes all the little music notes out of all the worlds. So if you didn't collect them all, they're not there or something like that. I don't know. I haven't actually experienced the problem, because all the guides I read, they said just make sure you collect all the pieces before you beat the game. So that's what I did. This move that I just learned now is probably the most helpful move in the entire game, because Banjo runs so slow. But at least when you play with Kazooie, she goes faster, and you can collect things a whole lot better. So we'll be able to see a lot more of this game, because I'm playing with Kazooie right now. Although, I think I like Kazooie better than Banjo anyway. Even when she talks, like, she has like this attitude towards everything, it's kind of humorous. This game, it does have a lot more levels. A ton of levels, actually. I wish I could remember the exact number, but and they all, like, every world is a different theme. Whereas like this one, I don't know. You can just tell this is a beginning level. The next one that I'm going to show you guys is going to be like a pirate theme level. And then after that, then there's like this sewer level. There's an Egypt level, a winter level, a horror themed level. Then there's like a wrecked ship level, like a tanker level thing. It's really, that's probably the most annoying level in the game. But then like I think the very last level there's a it changes seasons, so it's one level, but they do it by like 4 seasons. So that one, I don't know. It's between that level and the tanker level to be the most annoying level in the game, but especially trying to collect all these little puzzle pieces and the little music notes and stuff. Yeah, it gets highly annoying. But I'm kind of interested, if you're listening to this, which level do you think is the most annoying to collect all the little music notes in? Or even the hardest level that you've played in the game? Because those are mine. It's between the last two. Which, I mean, I guess is rightfully so, because you wouldn't want the last 2 levels to be super easy, so... eh. But I just personally don't even like looking at those levels, though. My favorite levels were between the Haunted Mansion level and the Snow level. Although, when you play the Snow level, Kazooie she's kind of needed the entire time because Banjo slides everywhere. But I think I'm going to get out of this world now. We're going to go check out a different world. Yeah. It is kind of weird that she carries Banjo. You'd think he'd be like squishing her. But I guess she's a bad bitch bird, so she doesn't have to worry about that. Oh, God. This guy gets annoying. He shows up everywhere. Yeah, as you can see right there, like, Kazooie's like talking crap. She's like, just open the fucking door. I'm tired of listening to you. She's exactly how I feel right now. It's like, I want to show these people a game, and instead, I'm kind of stuck doing this. So, as you can see right there, it's the point of collecting all the music notes. In case you guys were wondering, like, why are you even collecting the music notes? You need a certain amount of them to open the doors. This level isn't too bad, though. Treasure Trove Cove. It's not that bad. Because the level following that one, when you have to swim in like dirty, shitty water, I personally don't like the swimming mechanics in this game. It's either Banjo, he swims super slow, and Kazooie goes super fast. There's no, I don't know, I have never figured out the correct medium between the two, so it's either I'm flying past what I'm trying to collect, or I'm not going fast enough and I'm drowning. But yeah, this level is pretty cool. I like this level though. There is some swimming in it, but it's not like the whole level like the other one after this one would be. Alright, I'm gonna go down here. You guys are gonna see the shark thing. It's gonna be cool. Yeah, he's trying me. He's trying to get up on this. And he did. Whatever. Alright, yeah, we're gonna keep going. Gonna keep jumping. Gonna go up here. I'm gonna learn a new move. This move isn't all that cool. You do get to fly as Kazooie in this level, though. That's pretty sweet. It's like, why does he have to talk so much? He couldn't just be like, oh, yeah, here's the move. You learned it. Instead, they like have a 20-minute conversation after every move you're gonna learn. So at the time of playing this, at the time you're watching this, I haven't actually played Banjo-Tooie or Nuts and Bolts. I doubt I'll ever play Nuts and Bolts, but recently this came out for, I think it was 15 bucks on XBLA, and you got Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie together. So that was another reason to help me buy it, because I was like, I'm not gonna, because originally they're like 15 bucks each, and I was like, I'm not gonna spend 30 bucks on this game, so I'm like, whatever. Especially when I already bought them both for the Nintendo 64. So, I mean, if I got them both for 15. Alright, this is kind of hard. I'm talking and trying to spell Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm gonna keep trying this, alright. I don't know, I think 100 seconds to spell the word Banjo Kazooie is a little much. Oh, I didn't even talk about that. Yeah, so this reminded me of, so throughout this game, you have to talk to the witch's sister or something. She's scattered throughout the game, and she tells you these random facts about, I think the witch's name is Gratilda. She tells you these random stories about her, and before the game's false ending thing, you, yeah, spoiler, I guess. I mean, if you haven't played Banjo Kazooie by now, but it's not really a spoiler. You play this retarded mini game where you had to be paying attention to just about every little thing scattered throughout this game. Pretty much like all these random names, like the name of the ship, the Salty Hippo, you'd have to be paying attention to it, and because it's a mini game and they ask you random questions, so it's like a test. It's extremely difficult and extremely annoying. I died on it a bunch of times. I almost quit playing the game, that's how frustrating it was. And I like went back and I talked to like the witch's sister to find out all the different moves that you're supposed to, all the different pieces of information that she gives you. It wasn't all that good, but let's just say from watching them all and then immediately playing the game, I didn't even have to remember what I wrote down. But surprisingly, those weren't even the hardest things, because the island thing that I was doing before, when you had to spell Banjo Kazooie, they make you spell it backwards on one of them. And she gives you, I think she might give you like 50 seconds. So it's kind of weird that they give you 100 seconds to spell it right, but only like I think 50 seconds to spell it backwards. But don't quote me on that. You could have got longer. That's just off the top of my head. So as you might have guessed, this game got pretty positive reviews. IGN gave it a 9.6 out of 10. GameSpot gave it 9.5 out of 10. GamePro just gave it a 5 stars. So, I mean, this game, it is a really good game, and I'm glad I went back and played it, which is kind of a testament to, like, if you've never played this game, whereas I've known about it, I just didn't care about it because I'm like, I don't want to play a bear and a bird. But, what the fuck, Banjo? I'm like running around, he's not throwing this, come on. Alright, yeah. Well, I mean, so if you've never played this game, you can go back. It's still a really awesome game. If you have a Nintendo 64, I did play through most of the game on the Nintendo 64 before realizing, I think IGN, they were talking about how it was on sale, and I found it ironic because I was playing the game and I was like, that's pretty awesome. So I can just go buy the game now for 15 bucks, both of them. Alright, climb up here, get this guy. Here we go. Alright, now we're gonna go fly. Yeah, so I have a good grasp of both of the games. The camera between, you can just use the right analog stick to move the camera on the Xbox version, whereas you had to use the C buttons on the Nintendo 64. That was kind of annoying. He keeps sliding. Are you going to get up there? Thank you. But yeah, if you guys are watching this, I would love to know what your favorite levels are in Banjo Kazooie, or some of the things that frustrated you about this game. So yeah, just leave those in the comments section below, because this game is good, but it definitely has some frustrating moments, especially that ice level. I mean, I don't know. There might be a part in each world, except for maybe these two, that have a part that's annoying in them. Alright, yeah, we can hit this switch now. Alright. So yeah, in each one of the levels, there's this little witch switch that you hit, and she like unlocks an extra puzzle piece that you get outside. It's nothing too amazing, but figured I'd tell you guys that it's there. I'm trying to think of if there was anything. You don't really get anything for completing, like collecting all these things. I don't think. I can't remember. The only thing I do remember is after you beat the witch's mini game, you go up a bunch of stairs and you have to spend I think like 892 notes to upgrade your blue eggs, your red feathers, your gold feathers, and give Banjo an entire other health bar. I know that there was in the original Banjo Kazooie, there was these mini multicolored eggs that you could find, but you couldn't actually find them because they were kind of like hidden. And you could use Game Shark, I think, to find them. But in this one, they brought them back, and it was called Stop and Swap. And what you did in that is it was supposed to unlock things in Banjo Tooie. I'm not sure if it does unlock things in Banjo Kazooie when you play it on the Xbox, but yeah, it was pretty cool because it was supposed to unlock like really cool things from the next game, but it never did. So it kind of became this rare urban legend thing that like they're in the game, you can get them, but what do they do? So they did bring it back for the Xbox versions, and I think it might just unlock stuff in Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, but I'm not sure. Plus, I'm probably never gonna play Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. Like, I did look it up when I bought them, 1 and 2, but I just decided, nah, I'm not gonna just build race cars. I want to play a platformer. Alright, I'm gonna run out here. We're gonna see if we can get this guy over here without falling off the edge. Oh shit. Oh, nice. Alright, let's see. I think I might have time to get one more piece. I think I'm gonna go down here and fight this crab creature guy. Alright. Come on. Of course, they have to have a 20-minute conversation before they fight each other. Yeah, this isn't too bad. You just kind of... The timing for it gets a little weird, because when you fight it, like, it's crab claws like that. Like, he hit me, and then he just restarts. I have died on this before. Let's hope I don't die on it now. That would really suck. Yeah, you just kind of got to wait for his claws. Nice. Come on, Banjo. Alright, so I think it's gonna be in here where we get that last piece. Come on. Wow, shit. Come on. Come on. Get it. Get it. You want it. Alright, yeah. Let's see if I can get this piece. Yeah. And I think that's where we're going to conclude this episode. If you liked watching this, you should subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can like us on Facebook. If you want to watch me play more of this game, you can leave it in the comment section down below. Don't forget to tell me what things you liked and didn't like about Banjo Kazooie, because everybody knows it's a good game, but it also has its flaws. You can give me a thumbs up if you liked it. You can down thumb us if you didn't think it was that amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed the Star Wars Let's Play that me and Kenny put on for you, because we really like doing that one. But other than that, I've got nothing else I need to say. Peace out. Talk to you guys later. Because Conquer, you really didn't collect anything, whereas like Banjo Kazooie, there's so many things to collect in this game. So this game, I remember it was released June 29th, 1998. Another cutscene. Luckily, unlike Conquer, you can skip all these cutscenes. You just push select, and then I think it's select or start. It's one of those buttons. I just mashed them all. So we go up here and we get our first little puzzle piece. Yeah. So, but not a whole lot. So if you're watching this, it's kind of like watching the Nintendo 64 one. Yeah, just, you gotta love this little intro thing. But we're gonna get into this. We recorded this before. Well, I recorded this before, and as you can see, I finished the game. Last time I did a little test play. It took me about 27 minutes. So we're gonna start a new game right here. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna let these play out. I mean, the story to this game, it's not too complex. There's a witch that captures Banjo's sister, and you gotta go save her. I never really liked Banjo Kazooie when I was younger, but Kenny Gamache, It was like, it's a really good game, you should play it. So I bought the Nintendo 64 version, but after that I decided, well, I didn't actually know if they released it on the Xbox, so I bought it for the Xbox then too, because I wanted to capture it in a higher resolution so it's not all like blurry and stuff for you guys to watch. But yeah, so at the time of recording this, I've beaten the game, collected all the little pieces and everything like that, so I really like the game now. It's pretty awesome. So this game, it was developed by Rare, but the Xbox Live version was developed by 4G. Warning, the following show contains strong language as well as heavily opinionated thoughts. If you're easily offended or cannot handle the opinions of others, you should close this video now. Hello, welcome everybody to another episode of That Video Game Show. I'm Nicky Vancho, and today I'm flying solo, so Kenny Gamache won't be joining me today. And we're going to be taking a look at Banjo Kazooie. It's another Nintendo 64 game for our Nintendo 64 month. Although we're not technically playing it on the N64, we're playing the XBLA version of it. Although there are some things that have changed, but J Studios. And at the time, it was published by Nintendo, but now it's published by Microsoft Games after Microsoft bought Rare and pretty much did absolutely nothing with them. I'm not really sure. I think I'm gonna... I want to collect the extra health pieces, but for the sake of time, I think I'm just gonna skip it. But you run around like these little boulders over there, like you break them, you get little honeycomb pieces, and they extend your life bar. But I don't think I'm gonna need it. That's one thing that's good about this game, is I can play it and I can talk pretty much the entire time I play it, because it's not a hard game, but I really like collecting things in video games, so that's what really appealed to me in this one.